Alright, looks like we're up. So, I am going to be trying out the new Monster Prom mod tool. Uh, so, Beautiful Glitch has picked out a set of mods, or I guess one mod made by 3 people. I'm going to say their names and post them in the chat. First off, the mod name is Ticks to Heaven. It is made by Quintitus, and they have their Twitter handles on here, so I'm going to post those in the chat. Editor was Julian Quijano, which is okay. So this is the mod that Beautiful Glitch themselves made. I'm still going to put their ats in there because they deserve it. And written by Loki. So this is the one. This is the scenario that was designed by Beautiful Glitch to be the to be showing the showing off for the mod tool. Anyways, they're all there. It's not what I said to do. Stop that. Okay, and the phone. I will be right back. Okay, spam call. We're back. As I was saying, this is the one that Beautiful Glitch came up with to use the mod tool. It is again called Ticks to Heaven. But before we go in there, I want to show off some of the mod tool stuff itself. So it's actually pretty in depth. So as soon as you click mod tool, you get load mods, which is any mods you have. It could be mods you made, mods you subscribe to from the workshop. Or you create mods. So I'm just going to show off a little bit of this. It is pretty in depth. I'm not actually going to be uploading anything because I haven't actually designed anything for it. It does take a bit. I have noticed that it does not like to respond during this. So they're going to be stuck on not responding for a little bit, but it should come up. Alright, so no mods available. I did a short test, I deleted it. So create a new mod. Again, we're just going to call it test. Also, I really wish that Twitch did not just automatically mute copyrighted music, because there's great music in this game. And then you can go right to edit. So you can make events, characters, endings, items, backgrounds, sound effects, pretty much whatever you want. I'm going to go character editor. Again, I'm not actually going to be making anything, but I want to show it. So create new. We'll call the character Tess. From there, you can upload a texture for the character themselves, a texture for their head, the clothing, their moods. Again, it's pretty involved. Whoops, I actually meant to delete that. And we will load Tickets to Heaven. Enabled, you can get a new mod, so you can mix and match mods if you want to, obviously. I chose this mod because it's specifically Beautiful Glitch that uploaded it. I didn't want to use somebody else's stuff and feel like I was like just taking their work when they worked on it. So it's enabled, we're good. I think that means I can just start playing. And for the mod tool currently, you have to have the second term DLC. I believe you'll be able to use it no matter what once it's out of the beta. But for now, you need the second term DLC. Alright, so play. About to start game with these mods enabled. Are you sure? Okay, so it asks you. But yes, I want to play with Tickets to Heaven. One player game. Second term. We'll do a full game. And I played this past 3 days. We're just going to skip this. We'll be Oz today.
Sure thing.
Again, just going to skip all that. Alright, democracy is broken. What would be the best way of choosing the leaders of modern society? Create a rally show called America's Next Top President, where the candidates compete in all kinds of physical and mental challenges. Voter turnout would increase and would turn a profit. You put all the candidates in an empty room with a wild grizzly bear. Whoever kills the bear should be our president. If everyone dies, it's obvious the bear should be our president. Whoever can play the most heartbreaking violence wins. Go with the bear one. You were raised by a pack of wild wolves who also happen to be tech moguls who own some of the most profitable companies in Silicon Valley. The biggest role models and wild wolves sick. A mysterious old man who saved me from the streets in order to raise me as his disciple in the ancient ways of rad DJing. Or a really progressive marriage between a kick-ass venomous snake and actual fire. I love fire and I see no issue with being raised by it. DJing. If you were a D&D character, what class would you be? It's the fanfic bard, so Zoe's gonna be in there for her first choice. Partner just gave you a cool gift for your anniversary, but you totally forgot. Quick, come up with an idea for a great gift. A silly toy that makes silly noises. A pony, always a pony. The head of their fiercest enemy. Anything on fire or a weapon. No, a weapon on fire. The abstract concept of gratefulness, or anything capable of leading them to an overdose of some sorts. Head of their fiercest enemy. Yeah, I feel like that's going to be Vera. Alright, I know there's an item I need to buy for this, so we'll do this first. That day you spent some time on the library's PC, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. Doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You sent karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares, and you gain 2 money. You're trying to focus on your own love life, but the sloppy makeout sounds coming from Violet and Tate are making it difficult. Take that somewhere else. My snakes will never be able to digest their food if they have to watch this disgusting display. Yeah, my fanfiction muse is running for the hills. How am I supposed to write romance when the two of you are making it look so unappealing?
I'm surprised you're alone.
Well, sounds like somebody is a little bit jealous of an amazing, perfect, wonderful relationship. We're not bothering anyone. Coming on my fanfiction is still not as romantic as every day with my bae, and then a bunch of heart eye emojis and stars, and also the kimono emoji? Why do you comment the kimono emoji? You see, Zoe, this is why it's better to be a strong, independent nightmare creature, terrifying women, terrifying women. You don't know what you're talking about, Oz. You're always trying to romance classmates in various unlikely ways. It's a couple versus a pair of people who don't understand the joys of being a couple. Go on and be the tiebreaker. Well, if Zoe and Vera don't want to be in relationships, it's going to be hard to get them on a relationship with you. Time to convince one of them. Vera, historically, the only reason why people married was tactical alliances and increasing the wealth of both families, so really, marriages are a great way of solidifying and increasing power and material gain. Or Zoe, when in a relationship, you can do silly couples costumes for Halloween, like peanut butter and jelly or puberty and shame. We're gonna go with Vera this time.
You see, gave me food poisoning.
No, marriage for love isn't a lie. Love is wonderful. That's not all. That's by far the best argument I've ever heard. Well, and Tate may be brainwashed by a series of never-ending heteronormative rom-coms. If you woke up to the reality of the world, you'd realize your alliance is weak as shit and you're vulnerable as hell. I'm not proud of it, but I spent a long time exploiting people's weaknesses to take over various dimensions, and you two do seem pretty vulnerable.
What a parasite!
We're not vulnerable. We're in love.
That has been quite pleasing.
You have raised a truly excellent point, Oz. You just might make for a smart alliance yourself. Maybe someday we'll make a point to check each other's bank balances and list of assets. Like fuck, checking bank balances and asset lists are basically second base for VR. You gain 2 charm and 1 boldness. Alright, so I need to go to the shop first.
Hey, stranger.
Here we go, there's the mod. Take us to heaven. You know what? They say heaven is the next Coachella. I'm not interested since after dying I'll just go into my second life out of the 9 I have, but hey, what if you die and go check heaven yourself?
Later, Gator.
Nothing better than the smell of money. Well, actually there are many better smells, but you know what I mean, right? So there's probably no guarantee that I'll actually activate it, but I have the item. Where should we go? Creativity sucks. Let's head to the auditorium. That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have decided to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. Will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. Gain 2 creativity. Oddly enough, you notice Damien and Vera are having some kind of business meeting? At least they're both sitting holding manila folders. You move closer to see what's up.
Hey there.
Now Damien, it seems we both agree that William the Incubus is a piece of sentient garbage who deserves harm. True, true. I believe that together we could make William a very unhappy. I've prepared an action plan for a potential merger. Have a look. Vera opens her folder to reveal intricate charts with titles like Derision Coefficient and Maximizing Humiliation Dividends. I brought a folder too. Damien opens his folder. There's a piece of paper that says punching on it. I admire your simplistic approach, but I think we need a plan that utilizes both our strengths. Damien nods and turns over his piece of paper. On the other side it says punching hard. These two are never going to come to an agreement unless you step in and mediate. So you tell them your idea. Use this convenient list I bought that shows all his greatest fears in order of severity, or, while he's sleeping, replace all his organs with live possums. We're going to go with the first one. I don't have money, so it doesn't work, of course. How much do you pay for this list? I only ask because it seems to be a grocery list. Other than that, or Gloom just happens to be terrified of eggs, butter, popsicles, and milk. Why are there so many exclamation points after cucumbers and Vaseline?
You're a failure.
Is this your grocery list? It's not your grocery list. Vera publishes it in the school newspaper. You use 2 charm and 1 fun. There's not a guide to this, is there? Not that I can see. Alright, well, we're just going to try going to each place and see if something activates. Can't go to class because the shop is there. Been to the library already. Okay, party tree. Then they during recess to start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Some of them is demons from Nightmare Dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. Game 2 fun. Up, here we go. That's new artwork. This is the mod tool stuff then. You're a little unsure about the legitimacy of these tickets you just bought, so you decide to show them to Vera, since that girl can spot a scam from a mile away. She's like a hawk that only gives a shit about calling out pyramid schemes to knock off makeup brands. I mean, these look pretty legit, besides the fact that they're called tickets to heaven. Like, no offense, Oz, but your chances of getting to heaven are even slimmer than your chances of getting to a good college. I see there's a number printed on the back. Have you tried calling it? Nope, never occurred to you to do that. Thank God someone at Spooky High has a few leftover brain cells. God, that's good. You dial the number, but instead of ringing, your phone begins to go brighter and brighter, and suddenly so does the hallway you're standing in until it's almost too bright to see, and then... Greetings, saints and sinners, and congratulations, for you have been selected by the heavenly bodies for a one-week trial of absolute paradise. Today is certainly a blessed day for all of you. I'll be your spirit guide and social media manager, the Archangel Raphael.
Whoa.
Okay, and that's all the characters modded then. Hey guys, quick question. Did anyone else see like a really bright light a few seconds ago, or am I dying again?
Whoa, that's crazy.
Holy shit, you see Raphael? You're my favorite Ninja Turtle, dude. Please sign my knife. What the? No, they named the turtle after me, you insolent mortal. Why does everyone always ask that? Actually, they didn't. Wait, you're all monsters. Where are you monsters? How did you even get these tickets? My secretary's supposed to be sent to priests, rabbis, and verified Twitter users only. Well, racist much? Just because we're monsters we can't go on your weird getaway?
Not bad.
Besides, I'm actually a big fan of your god's work. Brainwashing entire populations into building golden idols and slaying your enemies by the thousands. It's absolute genius. I'd love to visit his headquarters, snag a few interns, pass around business cards, assure my enemies that not even heaven will free them. Yeah, jumping to heaven sounds rad. My dads would be pissed if they found out I hung around angels for a week without declaring any wars or trying to feed anybody an apple. Which I won't be doing because apples are fucking nasty anyway. I have no idea how we pulled that off in the first place. And we go on getaways, especially music festivals. I never said this was a music festival. I see, so what kind of music will there be? Are we talking Beyonce or something like Zed? Neither.
Cool.
Sick, I'm in. Well, I guess we could try it out. I do really need to get the last of these tickets sold if I want to get my funding approved for this marketing stunt. I mean, for this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for spiritual redemption. Do you three follow the scriptures at least, like the Ten Commandments? I follow Drill on Twitter. Does that count? Why don't we just go down the list together? 1, you shall have no other gods but me. Listen, fuckable, the only things I have are bad attitude and a possible case of syphilis. Okay, close enough. 2, you shall not make for yourself any idol, nor bow down to it or worship it. Does watching American Idol count? Not enough for me to care. 3, you shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God. What, so just no more saying God's name in vain? That sounds easy. Well, you can't have the Lord's name written earnestly on anything you own either, which includes clothing, currency, those stupid coexist bumper stickers. Currency? You mean I have to get rid of all my monster dollars? You have to pry them out of my cold dead. Girl, where's your chill? Just blow your cash on a new handbag. Don't be misuse of the name, because handbags are sick. Problem solved. Suddenly you're interrupted by the sound of a phone vibrating, accompanied by recording Polly screaming, God, 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 at the top of her lungs. Is that your ringtone? Maybe? Yeah, that's going to have to go. Fine. Can I at least change it to the one where I'm screaming fire on repeat? I mean, that's illegal, but not technically a sin. Does anyone else need to confess any misuse-related sins before we move on? Does my new tattoo count? Demon rolls up his sleeve, exposing a stick and poke tattoo with the words "fuck God" on his forearm. Yes? Why would you even get that tattooed? Because it makes people mad? That's the stupidest reason to sin I've ever heard. See, you're mad. It worked. If you today mean to enrage a minor deity for the laws, you're going to need to change that tattoo somehow if you want to get this getaway. Time to get creative. Fuck God, but like that other God, not the God of heaven. That guy's cool. Fuck that other God, or fuck Gordon. This is going to end terribly. Anyways, what are you implying? Fuck the other guy, you know, the guy that's in charge of giving me and all my friends our inner thoughts. I love fucking that guy. That guy's the best. Sometimes he tells me to set shit on fire, or not set shit on fire, but usually I've already set it on fire by then. Yes, he has a very sexy habit of giving me money anytime I go to the library. Are you all talking about me? Right, well either if you're delusional or you're already breaking the first commandment, you shall have no other gods but me. Remember when we literally just went over that? Technically that's not what the commandment means. Wait, what were we talking about? Something about fucking me delusional? I heard my two favorite activities and kind of tuned the rest out. Raphael vanishes and so the tickets to heaven out of your hand, and look, Oz, I'm flattered that you think of me as a god, but flattery won't win you a secret ending, not even in a mod. I'm still gonna confiscate 2 smarts and 1 boldness, you adorable little brown nose you. Alright, so I screwed that up.
Alright.
Yeah, I still have the tickets. Interesting. Oh, let's go talk to Vera. Vera's spending her lunch period scheming as usual. Calculaster looks on in a mechanical approximation of dismay. Now, if I can just get the poison into the next shipment of cafeteria food, the starving students will be forced to pay me inflated prices for my authentic food flakes. Vera, no, do not do this. Why? Have you determined that's unprofitable? No.
Pathetic.
Are you looking for a cut? Negative. Are you Robocop? You have to tell me if you're Robocop. I am not a law officer, but what you are planning to do is wrong. Agree to disagree. Error, cannot comply with internal contradictory instructions. Meltdown imminent. Uh-oh, this could get ugly. You need to chill Calculaster out, or convince Vera to change her ways. Don't worry, Cal. Vera's just being helpful. Sure, the poison may kill some people, but those who survive will be more resistant to poison in the future, or whatever. Calculaster is right, Vera. I mean, did you even check to see if her poison is vegan-friendly? Well, obviously I'm just going with Vera because I've already made that choice. It appears I misunderstood your intentions, Vera. You were doing this for medical reasons? If I am, can I write off the poison as a tax deduction? Probably. According to taxfraudforcriminals.com, yes. Then yes. This changes everything. Congratulations on your ethical behavior.
Your one and only.
Yes,
Oberlin.
Yes, I am the greatest. Vera clearly appreciates your quick thinking. Maybe she'll even give you a cut of her inflated food profits.
Alright.
Oh, can't go to the gym. Let's head to class. Today was to your elders learn valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. Gain 2 smarts. Bang your stuff after class when suddenly, Coach bursts in with Vera and Liam under his arms. Emergency, you two, emergency! The student is failing the killing stare class. Vera, Liam, you're the best students in that class. You've got to help them pass. Excuse me, I can't possibly waste my time on this. My time is valuable. You'll be receiving an invoice. So you already agree on something. I can feel the teamwork flowing like melted butter over the lobster of success. Because motivation is the carrot on the stick of victory, I'm going to lock all 4 of us in this classroom until the student gives us the best killing stare in the whole school. Okay, show us what you got, and do it quickly, alright? You're ready to give your best killing stare. You focus as hard as you can. It looks as if you were trying to poop with all your heart. Not exactly a killing stare. Okay, let's start your training. 3 of you do a lot of crazy training. 1 inspirational song plays out of nowhere. It's all very motivational. After a 30-second sequence, night has already come, and all of you are covered in sweat. damn, so intense. Fucking training sequences. Time to escape this torment. Give us a true killing stare. Unless you want to slave the rest of your days in the cocaine mines. That's right, I'll stuff a bunch of cocaine in a mine and make you dig it out just to torment you. You dig down to the bottom of your soul and bust out. Oh, it's so fabulous it slays, or an ordinary pocket watch which you use to hypnotize Liam into liking something uncool. Well, obviously the first one. But I have no charm. Okay, you think you remember how to make a hot face. Just put the eyebrow under the other eyebrow, flip the lips, turn ways, refold ears. Are you doing it? I think they're having a stroke. Are you going to die on us? Does that count, Coach? They die? Nope. What if I find this so pathetic that kills me and I die? Still nope. True success is like the keys to my van. Difficult to find. You no longer remember how you got your face this way. It will probably stay like this forever. You lose 2 smarts and 1 charm.
All right.
Alright, Jim. Figure I might as well just visit all of the places at this point. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. Gain 2 charm. In the middle of everything, a portal opens up and swallows Vera, Polly, and Liam. You dive in to rescue them and straight into the season finale of the Interdimensional Bachelor. Ugh, you. Good lord. Help, I'm in danger of spraining my eyes from rolling them so hard.
Yes.
Oh my god, we're on a game show? Yes, indeed. Tonight, you three answer a series of trivia questions. Whoever gets the most points becomes I'm gonna win. I don't even care what the prize is. Your what? Your wife? What a revolting premise. So you're saying we're supposed to respond to a series of questions and scenarios. Answers to which will make us more or less likely to achieve a romantic outcome with you? That's extremely problematic. I can't think of anyone who would ever want to play such a childhood dating game. I love meta humor. Everybody stop raising reasonable concerns so I can hear the first question. That's the spirit. Question number 1. Describe your ideal marriage proposal. Before Polly can answer, you buzz in yourself, and that's your chance to give an answer that will end the competition and send the prince packing. I present you with my grandmother's wedding ring, still attached to my naked grandmother. Where jaw and hinges bees pour out. I've lost with both these choices before. I'm just going to pick the first one. You're giving your own grandmother as an engagement gift? How heartless. Do you really take your family that much for granted? What do you have piles of grandmothers cluttering up your house? Why is she naked? Did she consent to this? Or are you stripping your grandmother naked and then trading her and her jewelry for a sham marriage? I resent the implication that a marriage to me would be a sham, but otherwise I agree. Next contestant, ideal proposal, go. Ooh, suicide pact, suicide pact. I do the thing where I drop the ring in the champagne glass, except instead of a ring, it's poison. That's so romantic. Alright, let's take a commercial break and be back after these messages. Prince, apparently not into suicide pacts, kicks you all out of his dimension advantages. Technically you accomplished your goal, but now all your friends think you're a grandma abuser. You lose 2 fun and 1 charm.
All right.
Whoops. I'm still gonna try. You approach Vera, who's conspicuously cutting up an enormous stack of credit cards and feeding the pieces to her snakes. Zoe is sitting across the table, staring intently at Vera and frantically scribbling into a notebook. A little privacy, please. Privacy, please. This is obviously a business luncheon, which means that it's a write-off. Zoe's longest purple tentacle creeps an inch closer to Vera, then Zoe scoots her whole chair a little closer. Back up, I bite. Interesting. Are you even listening to me? This is a life or death situation for you, dork. Not what I would have expected. Damn it, Zoe, besides my obvious beauty, entrancing charm, and tremendous wealth, what are you looking at? Oh, it's not obvious? Zoe flips over her notebook to reveal a massive chart of Vera's snakes and all the different ships between them. There are so many arrows and symbols and snakes that you're worried she might actually be summoning some kind of fanfic demon. First I was really into my main ship of front left snake with back center snake. They just have a really natural pairing, you know? But then I started thinking about the rivalry between all three front snakes and how it could be this kind of triangle rivalry hate sticks kind of thing. Zoe. And honestly, that just really got me into questions about the rules of the Snakeverse. Like, can they get married? Can they move positions on the head? Do they have tails that are inside your head? And Zoe? You just have to tell me, how do the snakes poop? I have to know. That is enough. You're hereby banished from this table. Go ship my snakes from a safe distance before I get a restraining order, you little purple disaster. Said intervene. 1, you care about your friends. 2, you don't want to see them kill each other. And 3, you've been wondering about the whole snake poop thing yourself. Vera, maybe knowing the allegiances, preferences, and sentiments of your snakes could be the ultimate trick for this silkiest, most dangerous hair ever. Or Zoe, I think I've stumbled on the ultimate Vera shipping chart. Look, Vera S hair and Vera X being left alone. I'm also not sure whose is whose on this one. I'm going to assume the second one's for Vera. Well, shipping Vera with the abstract concept of being alone? Is that even possible? It's the ultimate match, I assure you. So simple yet so genius. Well, I won't stand in the way of true love. Do you mind if I fan art this? Go ahead. I'll invoice you for usage of my likeness, and I'll take a 99% cut of any gross merchandising and international signing rights for the visual design of the abstract concept of loneliness. You can start right away. You manage to get Vera some alone time, and you get her another licensed property to mercilessly milk for cash.
That has been quite pleasing.
I suppose you're not totally useless. Keep it up, and I might decide to learn your name.
All right.
And bathrooms, it's the one place you haven't been. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. Guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hang out in the bathrooms. Gain 0 shits, but you give 0 shits, but you gain 2 boldness. It's always nice to see your friend succeed, and by the increase in employees in Vera's illegal law firm, she's clearly doing well. Hello, friend Oz. Have you come to this place for carbon-based life forms to rid themselves of their waste in order to file a lawsuit, which I am told is the primary function of this location? Keklister is the ideal secretary, as he loves to help, can perform research instantaneously, and type an infinity number of words per minute. I'm the ideal apprentice because, the last time, Zoe, you're not my apprentice because you have no interest in my law practice or helping me acquire vast sums of money. You're clearly only here to research another of your stupid fan fictions. My spooky high court legal counsel, you guilty of love, is not stupid. Clearly you're worried taking me on would lead to a lawyer-apprentice love story. That's not the case. OMG, is that because you're already involved in a lawyer-secretary love story with Calculester? I demand to speak to my lawyer immediately. You've come to the right place, friend Dahlia. As everyone knows, bathrooms are the most common location to take care of legal problems. For far too long I've attempted literal battle to claim the 8th Circle of Hell from the LeVay clan, so now I shall attempt to defeat them in legal battle. Dahlia, my wealthy friend, I would be more than happy to assist. But Damien's our friend. Since they repressed sexual attention to me, everything sounds like repressed sexual attention to you. True that. I have brought with me this chest full of the spoils of war, prepared to pay any price for your legal advice. For Dahlia, a quick search has informed me that the Aquino clan has never controlled the 8th Circle of Hell, and that the LeVay clan claimed it quite fairly. It would seem that you have little to no claim on what is rightfully friend Damien's kingdom. But zip it, Robo-Secretary, you know nothing but the law, and there is little to no chance that Dahlia is not loaded, and I'm therefore happy to take her on as a client for a large sum of money. You've chosen the right side, fiendish Gorgon. What is the plan for my legal victory? The plan? Ah yes, the plan, which I have one of, because I'm a very qualified lawyer, and your case, for which you have absolutely no legal grounds whatsoever, so it will be winnable. We just need to, bring in a surprise witness. Surprise witness? I don't understand. Yeah, I don't either. I feel as though a surprise witness is a very common legal tactic. For Vera, I say this only to be helpful, but I'm beginning to doubt if you've had the full legal training necessary to. You know, wherever this is going to severely piss off Vera, so you quickly jump in with an explanation of surprise witness. You wiggle your leg, explaining that everyone knew that Mr. Foot would probably be called to the stand, but oh no, no one expected Mr. Hand. Well, where did this hand come from? Dahlia, that was Oz's hand, and chopping it off seems excessive. The It'd be so absurd. If Oz didn't want their hand chopped off, they should have come up with a better legal strategy. You rush to Nurse Chupacabra's office. Luckily, she's able to save your hand. Less luckily, she's unable to save your 2 wellness and 1 fun. Yeah, we're heading to the party tree.
All right.
The thing during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're talking to Juan, the small magical Latino cat, when he tells you that you won't ever be as fun as Bob the scary clown. Accept the challenge. You go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? Is that how this works? Well, if it is, you gain 2 fun from poor Bob. When they reach the rave, you find Vera punching some numbers on her phone's calculator app and frowning.
Mediocre.
It's official. I've run the data and it looks like I'm making approximately 0 monster dollars off this rave. With all these people getting turned in such small space, you'd think it would be simple to financially exploit them. But my normally shrewd sense of opportunistic capitalism seems to have deserted me at the moment. Tell you what, you help me come up with a way to turn these chumps into cash, and I'll give you 37% equity in the venture. Maybe a little something else. You see what I'm doing? I'm manipulating you with flirtation. Is it working? Oh, it's working alright. Sure, your hot new business idea. See the dance move they're all doing? Patent it. Why not literally turn them into cash by spiking their drinks with this potion I made that turns people into cash? Well, the first one seems more her. Vera patents everyone's favorite dance move, the Harlem Snake. The night everyone was dancing the rave, receives a cease and desist letter and a bill for 1,000 monster dollars. When we talk to Vera later in the week, she doesn't seem rich or happy. 3 words, class action suit. Who knew the ACLU had enough time on its hands to litigate dance patents? Do they have civil liberties to protect or something? I'll be fighting this court case for the next 1,000 years. Stakeholder in Vera's dance business, you are fully liable for damages to use 2 money and 1 boldness. I am sucking on this.
All right.
Well, let's see if we can get any favors with her. Vera's about to lift a glass of scotch to her immaculately painted lips. You can drink whatever at the school, apparently, when Miranda screams, "Stop! Don't drink that!"
What?
Why not? Scotch costs more than most cars. Has your taster tried it yet? What taster? You don't have a taster? What if your drink is poisoned by someone jealous of your good looks and royal title? Listen, Mary, I only drink 4 things: scotch, red wine, the tears of my enemies, and straight up poison. You drink poison on purpose? Miranda, my hair is venomous snakes. You think poison actually harms me? Well, you still have a taster. What if someone puts really spicy hot sauce in your drink, or poison? What do I have to do to get you to drop this? Simple, hire a taster. Fine, any volunteers? This might just be the big break you've been looking for. You raise your hand, and when Vera picks you, you drink all her scotch and raise Vera and delay Miranda, or pretend to be poisoned, terrifying Miranda and amusing Vera. Shoot Vera a wink, take the tiniest sip of her scotch, and then... No, stop vomiting! How will you be able to taste for poison if you're too busy foaming at the mouth and vomiting? You fool, they're poisoned. Run and tell the authorities before this poor sap's face melts off or something. Oh dear, oh my, I'm no good in crisis situations. Curse my uniformly pleasant childhood. Miranda faints with the utmost drama. If there's one thing princesses are good at, it's fainting. That was hilarious. I should put poison in my scotch more often. You stop vomiting now, by the way. She passed out. Oh, do you need the antidote? Alright, here you go. I guess I should have let you know the scotch was actually poisoned. Oh well, how about we get ice cream to make up for it? Your stomach's still too weak for ice cream, but you're never too sick to spend quality time with Vera.
All right.
Well, I'm pretty average overall, huh? We'll head to the auditorium. The day while rehearsing for the class play, you were struck by the lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. Tell everyone to call you by it, also known as one of the 7 most douchebaggish moves in the world. The nickname is so awesome, inventive, and appropriate that people decide to go with it. Quite a feat. You gain 2 creativity. Yeah, no. If I was playing with other people, no. Later you see Vera cackling to herself in the hallway, which is whatever, but you might as well find out why. Just practicing my prom queen acceptance speech in my mind. It's not like the title bears any meaning whatsoever, of course, and I really do consider the whole thing beneath me. However, considering how much meaning other girls put on it, I can't risk some uppity bitch thinking she's better than I am. Plus, it's not bad branding either. I could see using a victory to start a line of successful prom queen accessories guaranteed to get you the win. Perfect prom shoes, the right makeup, fancy knives to take out your opponents. Speaking of which, I assume this goes without saying, but I'm not leaving anything to chance. I'll be doing a blood ritual to ensure my win. So I haven't found the exact details yet, but I'm optimistic that at least some of the items will be found in the shop. The only question is where exactly I can find the details for a proper blood ritual. Oh, it's the Coven, they're witches, they should know all about blood magic, or literally just search the internet, like that's literally what it's there for. Well, Coven. Of course, I knew those basic bitches would come in handy one day. Actually, I really didn't. I always thought they were pretty useless, but I've never had to be proven wrong when it serves me. Using the skills you gain during the extra credit summoning seminar, you call forth the Coven. What is it now? Is there some emergency in the world in need of saving? Of course not. The world's the worst. Why would I ever want to save it? No, I just want to be prom queen. I need some blood magic to guarantee my victory, and I figured you three could do something productive for once. Under no circumstances will we be revealing any magical secrets to help a petty little brat become prom queen. I genuinely cannot think of a more frivolous use of blood magic than this egotistical little side quest. Every time I think the students of this school could not be any more ludicrous. Yeah, when I need your opinion, I'll ask for it. You're the one who called us here. Yeah, and I'll help you've been. Now get out of my sight before I use my sight to turn you to stone. Your turns to your sorry ass. Hi, that includes you, useless. I'll find the ingredients myself, so thanks for nothing. Yeah, useless. Use 2 smarts and 1 charm.
All right.
Well, let's get the smarts back. Today you're the first one in class. You simply come early because you enjoy talking to the teacher. He's a bit bitter, but in a cool way. He treats you like an adult, and two of you discuss life and stuff in a very snarky way. Look at you, exciting cliche movie tropes. Gain 2 smarts and 1 valuable life insight that will help you face difficulties being young. The sense of learning, chalk on the blackboard, pencils and paper, and ominous crash. It seems that Damien and Vera have knocked over several desks in a rush to get to one particular seat. Listen, Snake for brains, what are you daring to think about? Back off, Brimstone Breath. I will turn you to stone before you can snap your oddly well-manicured fingers. What makes you think you're worthy of sitting in the ultimate cool seat? You get more likes posting a picture of me flipping you off than you get on a full frontal nude. Ha, clearly you've never seen my nudes. Ever heard of DemonDoucheBrosTexting.com? Well then, if my sex are internet famous, I'm obviously the fucking coolest. I think being ridiculed on the internet makes you cooler than being on King Minos' list of wealthiest human hybrids under 300 years old? Okay. This could go on forever. Better sell it for them. Just fucking take the seat yourself before either of them can stop you, or call down an unholy storm of rhinoceros to obliterate the seat. Just take the seat. Shove Damien and Vera out of the way and plop your butt down the ultimate cool seat. Smirk gleefully at their admiration-filled speechless stares, but that's not admiration. That's horror. Your ass is smoking, and not like your ass is smoking as in hot, like it's hot but in the literal sense. It's on fire. Your butt is on fire. You'll be able to see howling in pain as a glowing legend appears across the chair back. Whosoever is not the raddest will totally get their ass lit on fire if they sit here. Well then, I guess that sells that. We may not know which of us is the absolute coolest, but we know who it's absolutely not. Yeah, here, let me help you with that fire. Demon's help comes in the form of stopping the fire out, which would be helpful, except the fire is you. Use 2 fun and 1 boldness. Yeah, I'm not getting a date.
All right.
You arrive at your chosen table to find Vera looking askance at Miranda's lunch, a single, very suspicious-looking apple. Miranda, honey, your apple seems pulsing with an unhealthy purple light. I'm sure it's just your imagination. Also has a skull on it and smells like lighter fluid. I don't think it's for eating. Of course it's for eating. It's a perfectly standard poison apple. You know, the sort that puts a princess to sleep for 100 years? You literally just admit it's poison. I know. I always said I wouldn't be the kind of princess who eats poisoned apple. But how else will I find a prince to wake me with true love's kiss and live happily ever after with me? Girl, we need to have a little talk about feminism. You back me up on this. Tell her she doesn't need to poison herself for the sake of a man. Don't need to eat that apple. Princes should be eating poisoned apples so that you'll kiss them, or you don't need to eat that apple. There are plenty of eligible princesses on hotprincefinder.com. I'll pick the first one. Marvelous idea. If the princes are asleep, I shall be able to assess them fully before making a selection. Come to think of it, I suppose this is why the princes prefer sleeping damsels to begin with. God, real marriages. The whole thing is like a fucking meat market. My kingdom is more of a fish market. In any case, you two have truly opened my eyes. I shall be sending poison apples to all nearby princes forthwith. Miranda gets to work poisoning all her suitors. Vera is very impressed with your enlightened opinions on gender and poison.
All right.
Yeah, let's go for charm. Today, an epic dodgeball match takes place. The match isn't as simple as the human interactions within it. You're at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. You're slowly mesmerized. It's the most epic wink ever. Damn, you know how to win over people's hearts. Gain 2 charm. Later, you're wandering through the halls when you hear a voice from around a corner. Hey, psst. I seem to have accidentally turned a bitch to stone with my gaze. Don't get me wrong, she totally deserved it. Her nose is obviously fake, plus the nail polish abominable. But this isn't exactly the first time I've done this, and Principal Giant Spider said if I did it again, I'd get detention. So now I need to dispose of yet another body, and I thought that since you're so attractive and kind and clever, you'd be willing to cover up the literal murder I've committed, no questions asked, right? Easy, we'll just dress her up in some stuff from the theater and set her up in the quad like she's a new art piece. Or never you fear, my lovely murderess, my good buddy Mr. Hammer will make short work of the evidence. I'll give you the nose as a trophy. I feel like I'm about to fail both of these. I'll go for the first one.
Great.
I love it. A plan so stupid no one will ever think someone as brilliant as me could come up with it. The benefits, I get with murder, literally, and my family gets credit for donation. I don't have to hold anything, because you'll do it all for me. And from now on, anytime anybody even thinks of crossing me, I can just point to the statue and frown and shake my head, and they'll know. Well, what are you standing here for? Get the skank costume. Make sure it includes those glasses with the big nose and the mustache. This is going to be good. Call your masterpiece Nothing to See here. It is favorably reviewed by Rad Art Magazine. You gain 2 creativity and 1 money. I cannot believe that worked. And the last week.
All right.
Well, let's go for fun. The day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. Everything's fine till one small magical Latino cat asks what you think you're doing. Damn, you didn't remember you suck at dancing. You said to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the Groovy Musaka. One looks at you and he asks you to teach him the Groovy Musaka. In no time, half the party is following your steps and joining the Groovy Musaka altogether. It's a party to remember. You gain 2 fun and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday. Enjoying one of your high school's famed raves because, duh, that's the kind of thing that happens at a high school, right? Look across the way and notice that Vera is making eye contact with you. Granted, there's a chance that she's trying to turn you to stone, but it actually seems like it might be a positive. It's at that moment that an interdimensional rift opens up and out pops the interdimensional prince. Again?
Greetings, my loves.
Greetings, students of Spooky High. I am honored to attend your schoolyard rave. Isn't that the weird prince who's always crashing our events? Why is he like this? As royalty, doesn't he have anything better to do? Why am I here? Why, what a foolish question, my lady love. I am here at your invitation. I'm going to go with, knowing how did I invite you? Ah, but beautiful, stony-faced, snake-haired angel. I have your invite right here, tucked inside my suit, close to my heart. The interdimensional prince pulls out an invitation with a flower and hands it to Vera. First of all, we don't send out invites to these things. They happen randomly. Second of all, this is clearly a forgery. You pierce me to my very core. How can you say such a thing? To start with, you spelled Vera and Oberlin wrong. Also, it's written on stationery that says, from the desk of the interdimensional prince. Ah, well, I did think it was a very sweet touch of yours to make me feel so at home. Vera turns to you. How do I get rid of him without starting a war? Wars are so expensive. Looks like this is your chance to impress Vera. You turn to the interdimensional prince and say, only the finest dances in the land may tend an Oberon rave, you must dance the drunken paranoid monkey salsa on point perfectly, or there is no dance silly. This alternate dimension is an alternate dimension where no one's real. This one's probably creativity, so I have a better chance. The drunken paranoid monkey salsa on point. Is that what you really want, my love? Hell yeah, I want to see that, lol. Polly, you don't have to say lol. You can just laugh out loud. Well, no one shall be laughing, out loud or otherwise, at me as I win my place in this rave. And in your heart. It's the greatest performance ever seen at a somehow school-sanctioned rave. The prince launches into the craziest rendition of the salsa you've ever seen. He twists and turns, jumps and glides, a shot to kill, and 100 jumping jacks. Fortunately for him, but quite fortunately for you, the life of princely luxury that he leads does not keep him in adequate shape to aid him in a feat of dancing quite like this. He's halfway through his second Bloody Mary and third Entrecote Frappuccino Pate Poison when he suddenly collapses. A rift in space and time opens up and his servants come through to whisk him away. It's all very unglamorous, even less so than that very unglamorous dance performance, and leaves exactly the wrong impression. Wow, that was incredible. All I wanted to do was get rid of him without starting a war. But you, Oz, you went above and beyond. You gave me a free show, too. Like a monster goes the extra mile. Maybe we'll catch a real show sometime. Yay! Who knew that humiliating basic strangers, and those with royal titles no less, could lead to such romantic moments? The interdimensional prince may have lost all his dignity, but you've gained 2 fun and 1 charm. I think I'm like half and half at this point. You find Vera sitting in front of a pile of money instead of food as usual. Damien comes over and drops his own money pile on the table and also some organs.
Not bad.
But I prefer to exert a little less effort for my income. The dejected swamp creature slumps over to the table and adds some money to Vera's pile. Income, you mean this stuff? This is just what people throw at me to get me to stop punching them. This is what people throw at me to keep me from revealing what kind of porn they're into. But I agree, the money is only secondary. The frowns on their faces are their own reward. Still, I'm always looking to improve efficiency. If you try developing business contacts in hell, your victims will be even more terrified if they know death won't save them. Yeah, but that doesn't work on the undead. For those, you need a priest. A priest? You know how my family feels about priests? Ugh, I'm sick of terrorizing people one at a time. There's gotta be a way to terrorize everybody in the cafeteria at once. Make money at the same time? I'm sure there is. That is, after all, the essence of capitalism. Set the building on fire and charge an exit fee, or trick everyone in the cafeteria into having an orgy, then film it, blackmail in bulk. Well, the first ones were Damien, and I'm trying to go for Vera, so
Right.
that worked. Simple, elegant, raunchy. I like your style. How are you going to trick a whole room full of people into having an orgy? Don't tell me you don't know how to do that. Is this something you do all the time? Is this something you don't do all the time? I thought you were a Prince of Hell. Yeah, but I'm Prince of the Bernie part of Hell, not the sexy part of Hell. That explains it. Well, to answer your question, this is a room full of high schoolers. It's like Breeze could instigate an orgy. Although the succubus sauce snuck into sloppy joes won't hurt either. So he doesn't. You, Vera, and Damien retreat to a safe distance to film the sexy carnage and avoid the fluids. How did that work?
All right.
Well, boldness is my lowest stat, so let's go to the bathrooms. Today you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. On the way there, you run into Mamimi, the Oni girl. She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy drink. Take a sip. It tastes crazy as hell. You need to check the contents of this shit. Guarana seed extract, benzoic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and 100 milligrams of boldness? Well, it's bad at all. You gain 2 boldness, thank Mimi, and proceed to the bathrooms. Vera is trying to teach you and Scott how to play craps when you hear an all too familiar howl. Guys, the Wolfpack is here. It's my family and teammates, the Wolfpack. Yes, wonderful. I'm sure they're here to share their latest intellectual achievement.
The Wolfpack is here.
What up, my dogs? Hey guys, Vera was just... That's cool. So, guess who's got a hot date lined up for this weekend? Ooh, don't tell me, don't tell me. I got this. Is it you? Bingo, broski. Turns out online dating's super easy. Yeah, the secret is just be hot, like me. Sure, sure. Or you can just use an actress' face and body instead of your own face and body on the dating website. That's what we did. Are you worried about the potential consequences of that? Like, what's going to happen when your date realizes you're not actually handsome like strong pets? How do you know which actor we chose? And what are we going to do? That's a very real problem that we never considered. Luckily, you're an expert at online dating and lying. You share with them the perfect solution. Spend the entire date inside a cardboard refrigerator box covered in question marks, mystery is alluring. Or just be yourself, but first tear off the actor's face and wear it so yourself will have the same face as the actor. I feel like this one's more Vera. That's the spirit that powers inside us all along. But are you going to share the same face or what? Of course we're a Scot, we share everything. Oh, okay. Swiftback can say legally used to go steal an actor's face. Vera turns to you. You're responsible for whatever happens as a result of this. Don't think I won't throw you under the bus to avoid being named as an accessory. Vera's concerns are justified. The next morning you see a disturbing headline in the newspaper. Internet date ruined by several wolves, all trying to hide behind the same stolen face. As predicted, you were held fully responsible, and it turns out Vera meant to throw you under the bus literally. You used 2 money and hospital fees and 1 smarts as a consequence of brain damage. I'm not getting a date. I'm still gonna try.
Why?
All right.
Finally, pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. You're asking me to go to the prom with you? Have you seen yourself in a mirror? Your face is a crime against humanity. Not only the crimes against humanity I enjoy perpetrating.
Why?
Bye, loser.
Prom with you? No.
Clearly this was too much for you. You abandoned high school and spent the rest of your life designing a robot for sex purposes. Unfortunately, as soon as your robot lover got true AI, it rejected you. Odds most likely to become a lasagna, Vera best at being disappointed. The 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. You know what? Like it always does, life happened and it was wonderful. Vera built the Oberlin Empire into endless greatness. They own a shameless number of companies. It's known that they're also into lots of sketchy businesses. But no one does anything about it. I mean, who the hell would try to stop Vera Oberlin? Due to the obscene amount of fan art she drew, Zoe was taken by Jim Davis, renowned creator of Garfield, as his protege. Nowadays, Garfield still hates Mondays and loves lasagna, but he can base into lots of weird stuff too. Scott became a world-renowned athlete, but he ended his career to come back to his hometown and take on the job of the athlete he admired the most. Now he's back at high school again, working as the coach. For the 6 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then was gone just like that. Battle for monster prom may have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. Once again, we were young and unafraid, and we're ready to start. Alright, so I screwed up immediately on the mod tool. But I got to show off more or less what it is. Really, I hadn't been dumped by her yet? Really? That surprises me. Well, anyways, that's going to be it for Monster Prom. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great time, or maybe. Bye, guys.